Alright, good day everyone. Welcome to Power Apps ABC with Kenechukwu. So in this session, I'll just be showing us how you can design these this card using Power Apps. So this session is just for us to learn how we can just design this card here with your device name, the laptop. This is the description and quantity, and also the price. Alright, so I have the data model. I'm using SharePoint to store. I have a list where it has the name of my device, the description, the quantity, and also the price. So if I'm showing you my data model, it is called products. So let me open it. I have a list using SharePoint. It has while it loads up. So it's just a list with the title column as the price, as the product name. This is the title column as the product name. Device type is a choice column. The device type can be phone, tablet, or laptop. Then the quantity available, description is multi-line of text. Image is a link. Is a link. Just upload, add, copy, paste the link of the image you want to show. Then the price is just a number column. So that's what we'll be doing. So you just come here. So to do this, I'll just come here, insert a container. Let's call it container, vertical container. So I want to resize this. Go to the width. And change it to parent.width. The height should be parent.height. So the height should be parent.height. Then you set the x and y to 0. Currently the x is 40. I'm changing it to 0. So once you do this, you can see to lap proper. Then you now come down. I want to take out the border radius, and also the border, I'm setting it to none. The drop shadow, I'm setting it to none. So I want to add padding inside of this container, so that maybe padding top, let's say 20, padding bottom, let's say 20, then padding left and right, I'll say 30 for instance. So it will give me space inside. So with this now, I can now add another container. I can come here and say insert container. So if you add this container, you can see the padding left and right is 20, is 30. So you can increase it if you feel you want to make it. You can increase it to 40. So now, if you want to set the width of this one, so currently it is the flexible width or height is on. So if you turn it off, it will just take a height of 200. Or you can make it parent's height. You can see parent.height minus padding top and bottom. So parent.height. So we want to set the height to parent.height. Once you set it to parent.height, you need to take out the padding top. So parent.padding top and parent dot minus the parent.padding top, padding top. And you also minus the parent.padding bottom. Minus control padding bottom. So once you do this, you can see you can do the same thing for the width. Parent.width minus parent.padding left minus parent.padding right, so it will resize proper. So our goal is just to design that card. That's just what we want to do in this. So to make this container look bold, you can come to the drop shadow and say bold. You can see then the fill. I want to make the fill to be white and change it to color dot white. So once I say color.white, you can see what I have. If I preview this, you can see what I have. So if you want to give it a rounded edge, you can go to the border radius. You can just play with it. Border radius and change it, let's say 30 for instance. So if you see it, if I preview this, you can see how it is looking. So if you want it to be more rounded than this, you can do the same thing. Alright, so the next thing is just to add our gallery. So you add your gallery to this container. So this is the device gallery. So you now take out those. We now take out what we don't need. Then we start. I don't need this separator, so I'll delete it. The rectangle, we don't need it. You just take it out. The next arrow, we don't need it. You take it out. The subtitle, we don't need it. We take it out. So you just delete everything that you know you don't need. Alright, so I'll delete this. Also delete this. So currently this is what we have. So let's just resize it. The width. Let's say parent.width. This is parent.width. So this is our parent here. There's no padding. Alright, let's check on our gallery to see if it's flexible. Let's align and all that. So let me scroll down. So the X, I'm setting it to 0. Y, I'm also setting it to 0. Oh, let me cut this. So to be sure, we are pasting it in this container. So paste. So ensure this container is selected. You can see what we have now. It is now sitting proper. So now you now go to the gallery. You now select on this your gallery and go to the template height. You go to the template height. Currently the template height is 104. So I want to update it to 450. So it's 450. Then it's 450. So inside of this, you now insert the non-responsive container. Insert container. Non-responsive container. So you give the container, you can give the container a width of, let's say you give it a height of 244 and a width of 270. Let's say a width of 270. 270. Then the height of 430. Depending on your use case, so you can increase it or reduce it. So depending on your use case. So you can see what we have. Alright, so we now have to set the X and Y to be 0 so that it can. So you can see everything is fitted proper. So the next thing is there's another property. You can just select your gallery and then go to, let me scroll down, wrap count. So if you set it to 3, for instance, you will have 3 items, 3 rows, 3 columns on each row. So if you set it to 4, for instance, you will have 4 on each rows. So let's say we are working with 4. So the next thing is I'll select this parent one, then the Y. I want to center it. I'll say parent parent.template height. Parent.template height divide by 2. I want to center it on the y-axis, divide minus self.height. Self.height divide by 2. So you can see. So you can see our container is seated proper. But if you notice, it is on the edge of our container, so you can, if you want to bring it down, you can now add padding on the container. I'll give you the padding top on this container. I'll give you the padding top so that it will push it down. Let's say we give it a padding top of 20 to push it. You can see. Let's say we want to give it a 50. Alright, so this is what we have. Then if you want to give it a padding left of 10, alright, so if you preview, this is what we have. You can see what we have. So from here now you start adding. Then you can also do the same, the X. I can copy this if I want it to Control C. Let's see, I want to try the same thing. This time around, template width. Alright, so it has. Alright, so this is what we have. So if you want to give it you want it to be bold, you can see how our card is looking. So we want it to be semi-bold or semi-light. So if you want to give it a rounded, let's make use of semi-bold. Alright, so this is what we have. So we can now start adding our image control. We can now say, inside of this container now, you can say insert image. So you can give it the width. Check for the width property. You can say parent.width. Then you set the X and Y to the X to 0. Then the Y to 0. So once you do this, you can see. The next thing, you can manually increase the height if you want to. Then you can either you make it the image position, you can set it to fill. You set it to fill, it will fill this. So I want to add another container here. So I want to copy this one, the name of this container, Control C. Then I'll select the parent container, then insert container. I want to add a vertical container that will house the name, description, and price. So now we've added it. So we need to align it here. So we need to set the X position of this container that we just added. So on this container, the X property of it, you can click on it and say image 1.width. So we want to place it immediately after the image 1.width plus image dot X. Image height. X is on the horizontal axis. Dot height plus I'm sorry, it was a mistake. It should be the Y property, Control X. We are adding this formula on the X instead of the Y property of this, so it should be on the Y. Go to the Y property and paste this so you can see it. You can see image 9 dot height plus image 9 dot y. So it will, so we can reduce this one. So you can see it has lapped proper. So the next thing is just to pick out the radius, the border radius to drop, shadow set it to none, the border setting it to none. So if you play this, this is what we have. So the next thing is just to connect this to your, click on this, connect it to your data source. So I can call it col. So I have, the name of my data source is col device. So I've connected it. Then this image, if I go to image, instead of sample image, I will say this item dot, what did I save it with self? Is it image link? Alright, let's go back. You can see this item dot image. So let's go back. This item dot image. So once I do this, alright, let's go back to our app on start, run on start. Then app on start, I want to show you something. The whole device is just collection of, I created a collection and I say code device list should be product. So let me just copy this and come back to this. So you can see. So we have the first rule has an item, like has 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second rule has just an item. So alright, I'm giving a padding so that it will have space. So if you increase the padding, you can see. So on the image, I can choose to select this and then go to the image position. If you set it to fit, this is how it will look. So the next thing is just to add your text label, to add the description, name, price, and all that. So text label. So the item will be, let's say, the first one is this item dot title. That's the name of the device. Title. So you also need to increase the width. Let's say parent dot width. We want to span the entire width. So you can see the title. If I want to copy this, I'll paste it. So this one will be, instead of title, description, this item dot description. So paste it again. So this item dot device type dot value, since it's a choice column. So if you paste for the price, this item dot price. So you can see. So if you want to give it a space, padding left, you can see padding left of 5, so it can shift it. So this is it. So if you play this, this is what we have. Let's select on the image, increase the width. So if we increase the width again, All right. So this is what we have. This is what we have currently. So if you want to change the image position to fill, this is it. So this is what we have. So so let's set it to fit. Yeah, so if you play this is our card. So you can see how easy it is to do this. This is a multi-line of text, so we can increase the height of that control of the description so that heights. Alright, you can see we've increased the size of the description. So if you want to make this one bold, you can make it bold. Increasing it, you can say 25. Let's say 25. You can also make it bold. Then if you want to format it so it can look like currency, I think I did that here. So you just come here. Um, this is it. Let me scroll down. This is it. You just text this item the price. So with this you can format it to look like. So you can see. So you can see how easy it is to work with Power Apps. So with Power Apps, you can easily create something like this. And please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and comment here so that the YouTube can actually refer this to a whole lot of people. Please hit the comments, hit the subscribe button, and endeavor to share. So thank you very much, and do have a great day.